All right, here we go. Let me apologize. Y'all done missed some good talk. Missed some good talking. Let me apologize. We're gonna paraphrase, but let me apologize with a capital A. We I didn't push go live, and we've been talking for 30 minutes. So this was not another off show. I'm talking, we've been talking. What we didn't talk about? We didn't talk about Lakers Heat. We didn't talk about Bill O'Brien. We're talking about O'Brien getting rid of Hopkins, then getting fired later. And right now we on Tom Brady. If Bill Belichick or Tom Brady getting the best of the deal, where he got rid of Tom and the way he looked against the Chiefs, his defense is doing their thing against the Chiefs. So go ahead, man. Go finish. Start from the top with the what you were saying about Tom Brady before I cut you off about who getting the best out of the deal, man. Damn. I looked on your Twitter and was like, man, why you ain't retweeted? You should have helped out, man. You got to do something. You got to help out somewhere, man.
I did. I don't know what.
Oh, my word, man. We had some good conversation going, too. I was like, ain't nobody chiming in on none of this good action. Right. Go ahead, man.
What you was going to say? Someone had a question. What I was saying about Tom Brady is that the New England Patriots didn't get better offensively. They didn't add a new piece, just like the freaking Patriots. The Packers didn't add a new piece for Aaron Rodgers. So we saw what Tom Brady did last year with those same offensive pieces. And those receivers are not very good. Not scratch that. I don't like to say that word. Those receivers are not a threat to a good secondary. They are solid receivers, but they don't have a true number one. So that hurt Tom because he lost Gronk. So Gronk was truly his number one, and he had a great slot receiver. They had the same team with no Gronk, and Cam came in because of his abilities and made that offense better with no offseason. So to me, Bill Belichick has the upper hand because Tom, I watched that Tampa Bay Charger game. If they don't turn that ball over before half and give Tom and Tampa Bay a short field to score, that game ends differently. So Bill has the upper hand because their division is not good.
Okay, and I think the one thing that I was impressed by by Bill, like you said, you could put I'm not really put any quarterback in there, but if any quarterback is not going to take a sack before the half, and you get in the red zone again, then take a fumble sack. Like anybody, like I said, you have a clock in your head since high school. Like you know what, man? Let me get this thing. I'm just talking. You standing back there patting it. Not only do you say let me throw it out the back of the end zone, you take a doggone sack. Like we don't even get 3 points out of it.
He thought he had a timeout, and they just took a timeout because if you look at the sack, the first one before half,
he got up. Yeah, I seen him get up.
And I guarantee you, I would put everything I got on the fact that McDaniels and Belly told him we have no timeouts. I guarantee you that McDaniels, before the snap, told him don't take a sack.
Because anything but a sack.
He went to Bill and said, we got a veteran quarterback. He's going to throw it away. We don't have it. So, Bill, let's run. Because Bill wanted to kick the field goal. But McDaniels talked him into, let's run one more play.
And that's the worst thing. But that's the worst thing about it, though, man. That's the worst thing about it is that you got a vet. It wasn't Stidham. You got a vet in there, man. And we expect you, if nothing else, man, if you don't do anything else with this rock, don't take it to the ground with you. Let it go to the ground by itself somehow. Don't take it to the ground with you.
Dude. But Brian Hoyer does Brian Hoyer things. He's a turnover. Dude, in big games, in that playoff game where he threw 4 or 5 interceptions, lost that game in the playoffs when the Texans won their division. That's him, dude. There are some quarterbacks that are who they are. That Ryan Fitzpatrick is who he is. He makes you, he's like Fritz Magic for 3-4 games, and all of a sudden he starts to fizzle out. He is who he is. There are quarterbacks that are exactly who they are, and that's just their characteristic. That's just them, man. You can't change who you are.
Wasn't he in Cleveland for a while?
Right? Yes, Hoyer. I think
Yeah.
that was the last team he was with.
Yeah, and that's one thing about it, man. When you play in Cleveland, man, you they tarnish your rep for a while.
Hoyer's, I don't understand what he does. Hoyer's been on at least 7 teams.
Yeah, how do you keep getting picked up? You like the Lane Kiffin of quarterbacks.
He is.
Like, no matter what you do, man, you just keep getting picked back up. And then, like you said, you're supposed to be known as reliable backup.
1,
you know what I'm saying?
2, 3.
You know who could have did better than that? Colin Kaepernick.
6, 7. Dude, he's been on 8 teams. In the Patriots 3 times. So someone who loves him that much. Dude, he's been in the league since 2009.
Damn it. And you said, dang, that many teams?
Dude. Patriots, Steelers, Cardinals, Browns, Texans, Bears, 49ers, Patriots, Colts, Patriots.
And he called Bill Belichick. He might not be on the team no more because Cam gonna get over what he's going. You may able to start working on Stidham. I wouldn't. If Kaepernick ain't trying to play no more football, though. Huh?
Well, ain't nobody gonna let him in. Dude, that's a good point. That's a good point, dude.
You gotta let his ass go.
Because, well, no, that's not true.
Ain't he the one who cut Vinatieri?
No. If it wasn't pandemic, he would be gone. But with the pandemic, you never know if somebody else goes down with COVID.
I'll take antibody. I'll bring Mike Vick back. Dude, listen, I ain't played quarterback since middle school. When you snap the ball, I've stayed in bounds. I've ran out of bounds before when I should have stayed in bounds. I've done that. That's overrated. People act like you got to know that. No, when you got that ball in it, sometimes. The one thing about it, if you know the clock is ticking down, and that's why you in this situation, throw the ball out of the back of the end zone, big dude.
And hold on.
He did it twice.
I played scout team quarterback for the Bears. And this was not full speed.
Right.
Down. Oh, jeez. I can't think of his name. Just slipped my mind. We had a defensive end with long arms from Ohio State. Can't think of it. He had mental issues. God,
I know you're talking about.
Well,
Lyles. It wasn't Lyles.
No. Alonzo Spellman.
Spellman, yeah.
Dude, I shit you not. I'm on everything. I took a 5-step drop. And I'm good for stepping up in the pocket. It's not full speed. He got to me so fast that I couldn't react.
Right.
He got to me, and you know his arms are, he got probably 9-foot wingspan. Dude, he tapped me on the shoulder before I could react. I took a 5-step drop, and this joker touched me on the shoulder. And I'm like, wait a minute. What just happened? I'm like, dude, you think you could move? No, dude, the NFL is now.
No, but he stood back there for 5 seconds. That's a completely different story.
That's what I was gonna say. But the difference is he's been in a lot of games and knows the speed of the game. I didn't know the speed. That was my first play. I had no idea.
Right.
But he knows the speed of the game. He knows people coming there. Dude, I'm telling you, that's Brian Hardy, though.
Yeah, man. So, hey, if y'all want to join the show, man, go on the social media platforms. Well, Twitter, I think, because I don't know if Facebook is up there. Click the link, man. We'll let you on if you got something to say. We're not taking please have your comments down to 3 to 5 minutes, 2-3 minutes or something, so we can get in and out. We got a lot to cover. Real quick, though, give them synopsis real quick. A synopsis of what the topic was. I thought it was BS that Bill Bryan. What up, JT Haskins? I thought it was BS that O'Brien got rid of Hopkins, so he done messed up the continuity for Watson and everybody, and now he get fired, and ain't nobody saying nothing. Like, He just ruined Hopson's career, probably.
No, he ruined Hopkins. He ruined Watson's career.
Well, I mean, he ruined it in a sense because they had continuity. He got to start over, and he been playing too many years to have to really start over.
Hold on. Now, well, what I said earlier was that this is a personal thing. Bill O'Brien had an issue with D-Hop and couldn't separate his coaching cap from his GM cap, and that caused an issue. There's no way a GM would trade one of the top 3 receivers, and to me, he's the best receiver in the league, for a injury-prone running back. Period. That's the synopsis. It's that simple. It's that simple. But we didn't talk about this, but now that you say that, this could be a blessing in disguise, because Bill O'Brien was not a good play caller, if you ask me, and a not good game, I want to say manager, a game decision guy. He could potentially get a damn good, more innovative offensive coordinator on his team that will stop trying to put a round peg in a square hole, because that's all Bill O'Brien did his whole time there. That's why Brian Hoyer plays so much, because he's a system guy. He might get a coordinator who builds a system around him, around Deshaun, because what Bill O'Brien was doing was not totally built around Deshaun. So think about it. Deshaun is still young. They paid him, so he ain't going nowhere. So it might be a blessing in disguise if the owner, because they don't have a GM, because they fired a GM if they bring in the right GM and the right coach, this could be a blessing in disguise, because that division isn't very good.
We'll see. Only time will tell about that. We'll see. But oh man, I got to sneeze. But all right. So the other thing was, real quick on the NFL topic, that we're gonna move on to college, get on some UK. My other thing about the NFL was, I'm watching. This is another thing that kind of sticks in my craw. Watching the Browns game, Browns against Dallas. Man, they blew it. Man, they tore the doors off of Dallas ass. And Odell Beckham, now tell me how you feel about this. Now, Odell Beckham had a nice game. Dude, they all over ESPN and sports talking about he's back. He's the best. Like, come on, man. Like, you have a good game. Why they got to do that all the time? Like, you have a good game or you make some plays. He made some nice plays, but that reverse he ran at the end, or end around he ran at the end of the game, that was terrible tackling. He ran through 7 people untouched.
Tackling, that was terrible. Everything. Some linebackers not running to the ball. Dude, that was a cluster. The Cowboys are horrible on defense. See, this is something that people need to take into account. That team is taking on the personality of that defensive coordinator. I'm not sure who the defensive coordinator is. I'm not going to even look it up. But when they had Monty Kiffin as defensive coordinator, he's not the architect, but he was the face of cover 2. And one thing about cover 2 is everybody runs to the ball, period. Lovie Smith had that same thing. Run to the ball, period. I got to sneeze now. Run to the ball, period. All 11 hats on the ball. And they have morphed themselves into a lazy as hell defense. Dude, lazy. But here's the thing. This is why people are getting excited. Because they brought in Stefanski. And you can tell it makes a difference. Because when they had Freddie Kitchen, didn't y'all beat Freddie Kitchen in Bama?
Yeah, that was his punk ass. Was
in above his head. And this shows how to run an offense. And that's the difference. Now people are excited because they can see someone that's actually proficient at calling plays.
Yeah. I just don't believe in every time somebody have a good game acting like they back, like they've, like they back for the first time or whatever. But
well, everybody was so hyped last year when he got there with his homeboy Landry with Freddie Kitchen. Everybody thought Freddie Kitchen, he did so well because no one had tape on him. once you got tape on him, you get exposed. He got
But then again, but the other thing was, man, I think they spent a lot of time trying to force the ball to Odell to keep him happy.
They didn't target him
turn
enough. They really didn't. They didn't target him enough last year.
I thought they targeted him in key situations. I thought they targeted him in key situations and on certain. I think they had like a scheme on when they was, because I was watching a bunch of highlights on of the games, and they was like, man, they was overthrown. Like he was basically. I think the point is they were throwing it to him and he wasn't even open. That's my point. It was kind of like,
if that's the case, there were many games where the game was online and they ain't even look at him.
Yeah, because I think they had forced him so long. Like, man, look, man, we going away from you, homeboy.
Hold on, in the league, 1-on-1, you go to your big dog. That's his period. That's the game, because it's press man all the time. You go to your best dog.
Yeah. So, all right, done with that pro stuff, man. We're done with that pro stuff. This is where we at, man. I got 2.5 bones to pick with you. 2.5.
Why half?
Because one, I don't think you really know nothing about.
Okay.
But I think I know where you're gonna go.
So give me 2 bones. Take that half out.
I'm gonna take the half out for a second.
Okay.
One, you was right. Kyle Pitts is a grown ass man from Florida. Dude. Man, if they ain't have nothing for these past couple teams we played, man, when Florida come to town, man. I mean, we go to Florida, but
dude.
Man, that dude, man.
He's a problem.
It's unfair, man. It's really unfair for real. Not for real, it's unfair.
Know what's unfair is because they have Tony too. So if I was scheming, I would put my best corner on Pitts. Period.
Oh yeah.
But you put the best corner on Pitts. Who gonna catch Tony?
Tony ain't really polished though. Tony don't catch clean. Tony ain't really all that polished.
No.
Like he's good. He's scrappy. Huh?
Hold on. You ain't gotta be polished. His speed scares the living shit out of me. So you put him on your second best corner, and second best corner usually in college, there's a drop between 1 and 2.
Right.
So who's gonna Pitts is a problem against zone. Like he knows how to sit
he's
down.
So big, he can go up and get it, man. He can run all different types of routes.
Dude, he's a problem. It's scary. Now, the only thing Florida doesn't have is a running game. Well, I guess you guys don't have to have one if you got Pitts.
Yeah, man, you got big old dude you can throw it up at, because you start worrying about him, man. You gonna
not only can you throw it up to him, he run, dude. 2 plays in our game, and I said this. This is why we don't throw to the tight end so much, because they don't get open. They don't get separation.
They ain't that fast, man. A few times we threw the rigs, man. Look like he had a hard time turning around, man. He had a hard time turning around.
On the one where we still scored the last touchdown, it was 3rd and 10 or whatever. We threw it to him on, I think he leaked out somehow. The defensive lineman ran. He pulled an Allen Daly. When he caught the ball, he looked behind.
Oh, yeah. He was looking back early. I was like, man.
What are you looking back for?
He need to watch some of that. What's the 49ers receiver tight end's name?
Kittle.
That joker get that boy in. Get off me. Get off me.
Another part of the game that effed it up for me is when
wait a minute, we ain't got to UK yet, man.
All right, I'm sorry.
So I gotta get my second bone in. I talked to you last week, and I said, man, you know that Elijah Moore gonna be. Well, he ain't getting the end zone, man. You gotta watch him. Them was deceptive plays with him for them two. Dude, I don't care. I went back and watched that game. That shit wasn't deceptive.
I didn't say deceptive.
You said he was wide open. You know why he wide open? Because that joker quick and got routes. But you act like he wasn't going to be no problem. And he was a problem for us, man.
No, he wasn't. Mingo was more a problem. But hold on. Elijah, dude, let me put up the stats. Who had 2 touchdowns?
It ain't about who had. Elijah had 10 for 92, 1 touchdown.
And Mingo had what?
8 for 128, 2 touchdowns. But they weren't worried about him. They weren't worried about him, really. Mingo was, it was, and even your boy had some plays, but that was because everybody was scared of Elijah. And he still balled out.
Elijah got his route. And you don't watch my watching the styles. I highlighted why he got open. We have poor.
Hey, you the same dude that say, if you get an 80-yard run, that don't count. If you have 150 yards, you got 80-yard run and 20 carries, that don't count because you take the 80 yards away. Come on, man. You always got some crazy stuff to say.
Hold on. You know there's a difference between, for example, I'm gonna just stick with Kentucky. There's a difference between Yeast running an option route, shaking you out of your shit and getting open, than you just run into an open zone because we fucked up and getting a pass. It's still yards. That's why I said he's gonna get his yards. He's gonna get yards all year. Yeah. All year, because he's gonna get in the middle of the field. All I'm saying is I was more fearful of someone else, and Mingo freaking killed us. And Mingo touchdowns were backbreakers.
Yeah. But I still think we had to know where you made it seem like Moore wasn't really no problem. I feel like we still had to know where Moore was all game long. Like even if he got off, we still had to know where he was at.
No. All I'm saying is that Moore is going to get his yards because he's consistent. He's going to get 8, 10, 12, 8, 10, 12. The big play guys were the ones I was worried. I was worried about Yeboah and Mingo. Them are the two I was worried about because Yeboah is a mismatch problem. Period. He didn't show it this game really as much as I thought he would, but he's a mismatch problem. We have short safeties, and I don't want to say this, but this is the best way I can come up with: undisciplined linebackers in coverage.
I don't know if it's discipline or if everybody's not getting a call or knowing the signal. Because it seems like everybody's doing something different. I can't even figure out half the time what.
No, and
because the corners are doing the same thing. The corners are like half between the man and the zone half the time.
No. This is the problem. You got one player who don't know what the fuck he's doing half the time. One, and I'm gonna take ownership of that because I effed up. One player doesn't know what he's doing some of the time, and linebackers and nickelbacks have horrific eye discipline. They get their eyes caught in the backfield and the eye candy, and guys running right by them. No one's reading their right keys. They looking at the quarterback. They looking at the stuff that's supposed to be behind the curtain. You're supposed to look at the stuff in front of the curtain first, then diagnose it, and then find out let the curtain open and then look. These motherfuckers are peeking all game. All game.
Well, that's rule number one, though. That's one thing you learn off the rip, man. Picking to get you killed. Hold on, we're gonna get to the game. We're gonna get to the game.
Go ahead.
We're gonna get to the game. We may go and give them extra 15 minutes because we started 20 minutes late. But here's the thing, dude. I don't know if you follow on Twitter.
Okay.
Terry Wilson's sister sent a quote. Oh, I know you don't follow her. I just stumbled across it on something. I think it was that one that showed that Terry Wilson was third best rating, second or third best rating in the country or whatever. Says, put Gunner in.
Petty.
Like, I don't even think that's cute. Like, I don't even think it's cool.
Petty. That's petty.
No, you laughing. Like, I ain't even like, come on, man. Petty. First of all,
okay, go ahead.
That's like LeBron. That's like LeBron talking about.
Stop talking about LeBron, man.
I'm not saying there's a compliment to LeBron. Like, LeBron's so high up here. Like, when you don't worry about the people. Like, the Gunner's not here anymore. But and when you got a family member that plays a key position like quarterback, you got to be as humble as possible. But thirdly, man, don't be writing no checks for me, man.
Yeah,
like
you know what it is people are saying they're doing the same shit they did to Terry in 2018 when we were whatever in one. They was talking about bringing Gunner parents were.
Oh yeah. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
So I think it is, since now people are saying the same. Saying the same thing about bringing Joey in. I think they like Joey. so they can't say Joey. They gotta play the word game and say put in Gunner. You know what I'm saying? See,
why not just say nothing?
Because that's not the day and age we're in.
I bet you if it's my family member, I bet you something. I bet you something.
Okay.
I bet you one thing.
Well, one thing. Your family is different. I'm gonna say this. I've seen quotes from her all the time. She's consistent.
The mom or the sister?
The sister. The sister is consistent. The first time she's popped off. So at least she's consistent. At least she ain't come out quiet, and all of a sudden say, well, put in Gunner. She's been saying shit for a long time. So I don't, it ain't right, but and you know what? I'm not gonna say it. People do what they want to do. I would say this. You know what? It is what it is. Because I can separate Terry from her. So I just separate the two. She just said some. I don't want to say the word I want to say.
Man, I had a video queued up before we actually didn't come on the show.
No, before we were on the show, but we were not on the show.
Yeah, before we went live, before I found out we went live, I had a video queued up. Now I took it off because I didn't know how the bandwidth was going. But I was going to show the people what AJ Rose did, man. Okay, here we go. And plus, Corey wants to know. But all right, man. I'm gonna take three different angles. We both gonna go on three different angles. I want to let you go first. First angle is you the head coach as Van House. You're not Mark Stoops. You're not Bill Curry. You're not even Hal Mummy. You are Van House, and you the coach, knowing everything you know and being exactly who you are. Second choice says you are Chris Rodriguez. And that position is Chris Rodriguez. And he does this.
Okay.
And thirdly, I'm gonna say you the position coach.
Okay.
So we start with the head man first. You the head man in charge.
Hold on. I'm the position coach, and I'm Eddie Grant, so I'm calling plays too.
Yeah.
Am I okay? Yeah. So if I'm the head coach, he ain't playing no more. He out. And the thing about it is, you know what? Let me switch that. If this was in 1993 to 97, he's out the damn game. If he in this current situation, plus knowing who AJ Rose is, I don't know what I'll do because I know that's not him, right? Because everything I hear about, he's a great kid. He's a damn Eagle Scout. I've seen nothing negative about him. So that makes it tough. Now, the problem happens when Smoke got injured. Now, my thinking changed because now I got to put him back in. If I'm C-Rod, I'm thinking, what the fuck? What are you thinking? Like, put the ball in the end zone. And honestly, I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to get some more snaps. If I'm Eddie Grant, I'm calling pass protection plays if he gets back in the game. You pass protecting all game. You ain't catching no routes. You ain't getting no touches. You are my pass pro guy. That's old school, though. So that's how I see it. Honestly, though, knowing the kid, knowing how he is, and being around him, if I'm a coach, I would handle it accordingly to how well I know him. But he's getting a tongue lashing right after it happens, though. He's getting it. And he's definitely not going in the next series. So you don't have to play it, man. I've seen the damn play.
But there's some people who may not be UK fans. They may not have seen it.
No.
So and plus, I want to see
ESPN. ESPN has played it umpteen million times.
So why you act like you scared? Why you act like you scared?
No, because it makes me puke, dude. It makes me ill. I can't see it. I'm look at this game while I play it. I'm gonna watch the game while you play it. So I don't puke on on the screen.
All right, you serious, man? That's why I don't play the videos, man. It keeps buffering. Video's done. It keeps buffering, man. We back, man. The video's done. It keeps buffering. I knew that was gonna happen. I need a what you call it? Need a new system. So yeah, but so my situation, since Corey asked me, and it's funny if you listen to Sunday Morning, dude asked me, he asked me the way he asked the question was hilarious. But if I'm the coach, man, and this is the one thing I was saying from the rip, if I'm the coach, I think you don't do that if you know you can't walk back to the sideline. Like that's gonna run through your head while you running down the field. Like if I do this, I'm gone.
No, Anthony, that's not true.
That is true, man.
That's not true.
Why you think Nick Saban's running backs don't do that? And they score a lot.
No. But I've seen Nick Saban wide receivers do a lot of stuff.
That's different if you got a little swagger, a little shimmy to you or something. But the difference of you showboating and then getting stopped.
See, that's not Deion is showboating. That Deion Prince is a showboating. That's showboating. That's
throwing up two fingers ain't showboating?
No.
Dude, oh my word.
When I think of showboating,
if you throw up, hold the hell up. If you throw up two fingers, that is signifying I am out of here.
Out. He's like, I'm out.
And you got caught. So first of all, not where you weren't fast enough to outrun the people, but he was fast enough.
Right.
Him throwing up the fingers is what slowed him down.
No. He slowed the fingers don't slow you down. He slowed himself
down. You can't run like this. Obviously, if you ask where your little hurdling how's at, if you like this, you go even like this, it's gonna slow you. If you run 100-meter dash with your fingers up like this, you're not gonna run as fast as you would run. I'm not saying that's why he slowed down.
Okay,
but
all right.
Doing this
and
doing this are two different things. And my whole point is that if he does and he's just fast as hell, fine.
No,
but the fact that he got caught,
yes,
and the one dude was caulking him, dude. I put it like this: I done told you this before. I done got walked down by Jimmy from across the field.
Yeah,
like immediately. It wasn't even no race. Like he just came and got me. It wasn't no. It wasn't none of that hustling and swiping at my leg. He just grabbed me from the back.
Yeah.
So I'm saying, like, okay, you caught me, but if I was to throw up a deuce, I mean, it's on so many levels.
Yeah. All right.
But I'm not like everybody who say he shouldn't have got back on the field. I'm sure Bill Curry wouldn't have put him back on the field.
Oh, no,
but I don't think you would do that. But I don't think you would do that on Bill Curry's team.
Anthony, did you not hear when we had Coach Curry on that he got upset with me twice?
Oh, I know.
I did it twice on Bill Curry's team.
You just shimmy though. You didn't really.
Oh, I did a lot, dude.
Oh, did you?
Hold on. And the funny part about it, I kept my mouth shut. I did it twice.
you weren't doing no hip thrust or nothing.
Dude, I was out of my mind. Dude. Man, I'm about to find it, dude.
Were you doing the Merton Hanks?
Almost.
Yeah, I think I might have seen it. Where was you said it was your freshman year?
It was my freshman year.
Yeah.
Hold on. First play of the game, I made a tackle. Then I came back. Was it the beginning of sometime might have been the next kickoff? I made the first two. And what he said happened after the second one. I got a tongue lashing after the first one. And I did it again.
Oh, hell no.
And so, hold on. So that's why I went to him and said, Coach, I'm sorry. I didn't know what happened to him. Because that was the second time. Wow. I got lashed the first time and I did it again.
Wow. See, now that's just ignorant. That's just ignorant.
It's an emotional game.
Here's the other thing. You must admit, because if for some reason you got a damn mental life, you can't remember shit.
Okay.
Here's the other thing. Mm-hmm. I think the one thing is if you've completed a task and you celebrate, just like Josh Forrest threw the ball in the stands a couple years ago. At first I was like, that's a little over the top, but he's celebrating. This dude did it premature.
Yes, that's
and
the
it cost
problem.
you. That's what I'm saying. Like if you finish the task, put it like this. If
okay,
hold on.
Go ahead.
If you wide open, if you running a wide open fade, you remember in the Indians. What was that movie about the Indians? Major League. When the one dude caught the ball in the outfield and caught it way down by his hip, and the coach was like, "Man, don't do it." It was a routine pop, and he caught it. So basically, like my point is, if you're a receiver and you running and you just look at your dude, like you can see it on, and he just throws one hand out and drops the ball on the game-winning play. Not really a game-winning play, but
no, I got you.
You can't accept it. Now, if he catch it and then start gyrating after he scored, that's a completely different story. But if you do it premature and it prevents you from being successful,
it's a whole
different story.
Is it? I just hit me right now. I got a scenario. Okay, so that was unfortunate. Extremely. The defense bailed them out though.
Yes.
So the ball was on the one. They bailed them out. They got a really short field and scored. You cannot say they was going to score twice because they wouldn't have got the ball on the 50. You know what I'm saying? So let's say this situation. It's like a coach going for 4th down and 1 on the 1 yard line, like Ole Miss did. We didn't get out. They punted and they scored, right? So you kind of play field position battle. That's not what you want, but you play field position battle. Okay. Would you rather that happen, or someone gyrates in the end zone, get a 15-yard penalty, and the opposing offense gets the ball, they return it back to your 50 and then score? So it's a score on a score.
See, here you go with this bullshit again. Here you go with this. What if this? What if this? Like, man, come on, man.
Hold on. That's not what if, because it happened. They got the ball. They fumbled. He fumbled. They got on the one. We got a short field. We scored right away. Most people want to say, oh, we would have scored twice. No, that's really the one. It's just in a little bit more time, right? Because there's no guarantee that if they get the ball and punch you in on your side of the field, that we're just going to march at 75 yards. No,
they hadn't stopped us. They hadn't really stopped us all day. But it is guaranteed. It is guaranteed.
What I'm saying is it's not guaranteed. You cannot say that we score, we kick off, we stop them, they punt, and we score again because we scored the first time. You know what I'm saying?
But you could guarantee that we didn't score the first time.
No, what I'm saying
how many points we lose by? How many points we lose by?
No, some people saying that would have been 2 touchdowns. That's a lie. You can't say
I ain't saying that. No, I'm definitely.
But what I'm saying is, but my question is, what if he scored and really acted a fool and got a 15-yard penalty? So now we kick the ball off, and they're gonna get the ball at minimum on the 40. What is worse?
What he did is worse.
I'm just asking.
The penalty, because getting the ball.
This is what I'm saying. You scored. They get the ball on the 40. They probably gonna score.
All right, here you go. Here you go. You saying there's no guarantee. Now you giving probably. Man, you give me a headache, man.
I said they probably.
But you said earlier there's no guarantee this, there's no guarantee that. But now you're talking with probabilities now.
Let's say this. I'm just asking a scenario. You give me these damn scenarios all the time. All I'm asking, so they get the ball on the 40. Let's say they go 3 and out. They kick you inside your 10-yard line. Right? And now they got the field position battle one on it. I'm just saying, I'm not saying it's right, but all I'm saying is I'm just asking you a scenario like you give me some.
All I know is if they score and we come right out first thing, blasted right down them, it's kind of on you. It's kind of on your back a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, but then when they get to stop, man, they start feeling themselves a little bit. Like they didn't pick up the stop. Now they feel themselves a little bit. I got 2 other questions though about this whole doggone game.
All right, go ahead.
Not that we didn't conclude nothing on that conversation, but but 2 things. Here are the other 2 things. Well, I'll bring up Kevin Joseph last because that's your boy, Kevin Joseph. But the 2 things is, well, the missing the field goals is what they are. If what about Stoops not trying to play for overtime? Why you think he didn't play? Why you think he played for overtime? They had plenty of time to call timeouts.
Dude, they had like 35 seconds.
No, it was like a minute something before he started letting it run down. It was like third and long.
Oh, are you saying when Ole Miss had the ball?
Yeah, well, Ole Miss had the ball.
Yeah,
it was like a minute and 50 some seconds, and he just started letting it run down. And it was like third and extra.
No, it was second and long too.
Okay,
it was second and at least 10.
But I was worried about it once we got into third and long. When we got into third and second, I wasn't really too big because still too much could happen.
Honestly, they didn't have that much time. They had a minute or something.
Yeah, like a minute and 30 or 40 seconds.
Wasn't it?
It was like a minute when they got up from the second down play. It's like a minute and 40 something. Yes. They ran the third down play with
a minute,
maybe 12, like 50 seconds or something.
Yeah, I think it was a minute and 12. Some reason that sticks in my head. Yeah. He should have called time on second down.
I don't know if he should have called it on second because I still got to play second. I say on third, you definitely call it early on third. I think you should have. Yeah.
Because I got him second and long.
Yeah. Okay, I think I was thinking that too. Yeah.
But go ahead, man. You see now I'm starting to sweat. I'm starting to get pissed off again.
I didn't hear why. I'm going to have to go back and listen to his interviews. I didn't hear why he said he didn't go for it. I think he didn't go for it.
He didn't go for timeout or go for what?
Go for the timeout. Why he didn't play for to get to hold him on third. And I think he didn't call the timeout though, because I didn't think he wanted to give Lane the time to draw up something.
Okay,
third and 17.
Third and 17. They ain't that much shit you can draw up. Here's the deal.
Shit, don't tell Boise State that.
All right, that's even with that happening though. Now when you think about it, when they punted it and inside the 15-yard line. We're not going to do anything anyway. If you think about it, even with a minute and something left.
Yeah. Well, I think we was cool. What do you say? Saturday will be Leach's first time at Commonwealth Stadium as a coach since November 14th, 1998. I don't know what 1998. 1998? Who played 1998? Last game of the season. I said, who do we play last game of the season? I'm trying to figure out.
You play Tennessee.
At home. No, I wasn't at home. It wasn't at home. Mississippi State, maybe? I think it was Mississippi. Actually, no, I think it was Mississippi State. That's what's funny.
It was Mississippi State, Vandy, or Georgia. That's who played the last 3 games.
It was Vandy. No, it was Vandy. It was Vandy. That's what it was. It was Vandy. Yeah, it was Vandy, man. We hit Vandy up for like 60 points or something, man. Everybody scored except me, huh?
That's it? I'm surprised y'all didn't put them up for 8-piece.
Nah, 6-3, because we had to play defense. You know how horrible our defense was. We went 3 and out and nobody, so
that's true.
We was who's Michelle talking to, man? Don't call me LeBron James. Who's she talking to you? Or is LeBron whining in the game?
Oh, these people. Did y'all not ever see Michael Jordan whine? That mother whine is a little different whine.
Don't compare LeBron
to Michael Jordan whine, like he got fouled every damn play.
Don't compare LeBron to Mike. Don't
Michael Jordan do to the ref all the time.
Don't compare LeBron. Hey, one difference is though, Mike would whine and complain, and they knocking Jordan to the ground.
Whatever.
He got John Stark trying to push him in the face and stuff. Miller, Reggie Miller, man, doing stuff to him.
Whatever.
LeBron, the biggest human in the game.
Facts.
And most athletic dude. You ain't got in the crowd when they can't even hit you like they used to back in the day. So what are you crying about?
All I'm saying is whatever. Lakers in 6.
Thank you, Mama. But yeah. So I don't know. Only thing I remember when Mike Leach got the new job, man, I asked him for his Nike glasses and he gave me his Nike. He just took them right off. I was like, "Here, you can have them." And it was funny, huh?
He was cool, man. I talked to him.
He was cool as hell, man. Cool as shit.
I came back one day and we had a little talk. I'm like, "How the hell you know who I am?"
He cool as shit, man.
Dude, he was too cool. He took from what I came from. He was too cool. It was like like talking to another player.
Oh yeah. Like personally, he'll stop and just talk to you, man. Just
That's
At
what I'm
any
saying.
old point in time, man. Just
I
like,
was walking. I walked the back way to Nutter. He happened to be in the, I'm called the patio. You know the little cover part.
yeah.
I walked up and I said, hey, coach, how you doing? He's like, hey, you look. And we just started talking. I'm like, dude, I don't know. I didn't really know him, honestly. I didn't know who he was because I didn't know the coaching staff.
Yeah,
but we chopped it up like we knew each other for 10 years.
Man, it's funny. I talked to Coach Oviatt is up in Canton area now.
Yeah.
And he hit me up on Facebook one day and was like, man, I talked to Mike Leach, man. He asked about you. And I was like, damn.
Right.
Like, man, like Corey just said, man, it's been 1998 since I last seen this dude, man. So I'm like, man, I like to get over there and, get opportunity to chop it up.
They had a nice article about him in Washington State quarterback room. And they were just saying, he ain't talk. We go in the meeting room, ain't nothing about football. He talking about anything. They were like, what? One guy first came in thinking like he had his pad out, take notes. They were like, dude, there's no need for that.
That's how it was a couple weeks when I was in the receivers room. When I was in the receivers room, I was like, man, we clowned in the running back room. Like we clowned on the video and just told jokes about each other, but watch video. Leisha, pause that, boy. You get in there 2 minutes in. Okay, this is the formation we're going to be running this week. Only adjustments we got is we're going to line up on top of the number. Oh, then you pause it. Here we go, man. Here we go.
So one of the I can't remember who was a starting quarterback, but one of the young guys came in, and I don't know, it was the first, second meeting, and apparently you can't ask a question. So apparently the quarterbacks told everybody, do not ask, just sit there and listen. Do ask a question, and then a conversation went off like for a whole other tangent, and it never came back.
Oh, heck nah. Yeah,
he didn't ask a football question. He asked him a question.
Right. And it just go off, man. Just go off. That would make me think, man. Still think about Chris James, punk self, man.
Who?
What? Chris James? Well, not Chris James. Is it Chris James? The one that got ran up out of Texas A&M. Who was the other back with Eric Dickerson and SMU?
Craig James.
Yeah, Craig James. I knew Chris didn't sound right. But yeah, man, they the ones who got him up out of Texas A&M, old punks, man. Because
really?
You didn't know that whole story?
What, did they got Leach out?
Yes. You don't remember about him supposed to be a live kid in an electric room?
Hold on.
That was Craig James' son.
Oh, okay.
You know that. I know you know that.
No, I thought you was trying to say Leach was on that team with.
Oh no,
Craig James. I'm like, wait, no, I got you. Yes, I'm like, Leach was on SMU team. Okay, yes, yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah, no, so now every time I see him, well, he done kind of, once all the truth and everything came out, Craig James kind of lost his luster on the whole thing. But I'm gonna, like I said, we're gonna give him about another 5 minutes. Here go my thing. This is my thing, recapping, because on Thursday we gonna get the Mississippi State talk in. But my thing is, from the games, the 2 games we done played, but more or less, so on the one we played Saturday. Where's the bright spot? What do you see that you can hang your hat on going into playing against Mississippi State and going forward? And where is it that you think we need help?
The bright spot to me is Akeem Hayes. He made a couple catches. Me and Mark Berger got in a discussion with that. I think that's Allen Daly on the 3rd and 9 before the freaking missed field goal. The ball was in his hands, and he dropped it when he jumped up and tried to do this instead of do this, and he dropped it. Remember that play?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I call it a drop. Mark Berger want to argue me that that's not a drop. The ball touched his hands. That's a fucking drop.
Oh, yeah.
So, but he made some drops. To me, Cleveland Thomas isn't playing what I expected maybe too much from Cleveland. He's not doing what I expect him to do. Obviously,
Yeah,
we're losing Bryce Oliver, which is a little speed.
Yeah.
But Akeem Hayes was supposed to be the speed guy too.
Yeah,
and he showed up.
Somewhat.
He
didn't he have a drop or two?
No,
he didn't. So all the drops was on Daly.
Yeah, Daly. Wasn't it?
Oh, who's number 14? Did number 14 or he caught one?
The Hayes. Who was the other guy? You right. Someone he had. T-Dub had 3 drops.
Yeah,
2 on the sideline.
Yeah.
But I can't remember. He might have dropped one. He might have. That might have been him, but I don't think it was. But to me, he was the bright spot. To me, because they
moving to the starting spot.
I see that. To me, it's a bright spot because I'm expecting the stuff off the running backs. I'm expecting the offensive line to do what they're doing. Pascal is a bright spot. That boy is flashing. If you can see a defensive lineman consistently flash on the screen, he's doing his job. So Pascal and Hayes. And you said what the thing I'm worried about?
Yeah, where we need the most help.
We need the most help. And
before you say it, do you think it's heart? Do you think it's heart? Do you think it's understanding? Or do you think it's just effort? Do you think we just need to get more effort on the position or the stuff you about to say? Do you think they need to get an understanding what the coach wants? Or do you think they just need to play fast and don't worry about it? Or you think they need more heart while they're doing it?
I'm going to say this, and this is me, and I think it's everybody, if you ask me. If you know what you're doing, you play faster.
Oh, yeah.
We don't know what the fuck we doing sometimes defensively.
Right.
And when I say that, it's not that we don't know we got this. We're not confident in what we have. And some people are trying to do too much. They're trying to make plays where plays are not there to be made. This is the thing I strongly dislike about football players, especially defensively. You have to know the damn situation. You have to know the down and distance. It's very important. You got to know the time of the game. You got to know the score of the game. You got to know where your for DBs where your corners is freaking line up. On one down play with Dart, they're on the fucking left hash. Excuse me. See, now I'm getting. Let me calm down. They're on the left.
Like LeBron James now.
They're on the
left James.
They're on the left hash going away from the field house. They're on the left hash.
Yeah.
The receiver is lined up on the bottom of the numbers on the other side of the field.
Yeah.
How many yards is there between the bottom of the numbers and the sideline? That's like 7 yards.
Right.
There's nowhere for him to go over there. The only way he can go is across the field. He's either running a post, he's running a slant, he's running something back to the down where the ball is. He's not running a fade. That's a long ass throw.
So we splitting the hash and numbers?
Huh?
So what were we doing? Splitting the hash and numbers?
We were fucking head up playing man to man. That's the one that Dart let the guy inside of him and he got the PI.
And so where the hell was the safety?
Well, they had 3 receivers. It was man to man. It was man with man free. He's on the bottom of the numbers. You know where he's going.
Right.
He can only go one place. Or he goes fade, he's a dummy route, and they're gonna try to bring something underneath. They're gonna either, in that case, they rolling the quarterback out. They ain't gonna throw that long pass.
But why does he have to be told to get inside leverage though?
It's man to man.
Yeah, but I'm saying I wouldn't worry about him going outside. The ball still has to travel. I wouldn't worry about him. I wouldn't worry about him going outside.
Inside. He should be lined up inside.
That's what I'm saying.
He wasn't lined up.
I don't remember exactly what happened.
Well, he wasn't lined up inside.
That's what I'm saying. Why you're saying they're like they don't know, like they ain't being told what to do. I'm saying, why would you have to be told that?
That's what I'm trying to say. You're not in Pee Wee football where the coach goes out there and lines you up.
I got you.
This is why I say we're not smart here. Dude, he's on the opposite side of the field. He cannot run a fade. And if he does, you got all the time in the world to react.
Yeah.
It's here. It's that shit that's bothering me. It's like on the Kevin Joseph PI call in overtime. He was in perfect position. He was in his hip pocket. And instead of turning around, when you're in the spot that he in that field, the receiver can't outrun you because it's the boundary behind him.
Right,
There's nowhere for him to go. He's not going to keep running. Turn around and locate the ball. Now, if he's in the middle of the field, okay, I can understand him panicking. You still shouldn't. But if he's at the 50 and you scared, okay, he might catch it and score. Okay, dude, take the PI if you feel like it's going to be a touchdown. Okay, whatever. But it ain't nowhere he can go. He's at the back of the end zone.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. Not understanding situations and being smart. All he had to do, he was in his hip pocket. He wasn't behind. Because how can he be behind? He was freaking 10 yards. No one can run you in 10 yards. He was in his hip pocket and panicked.
Yeah, I give you that
That's
much.
not coaching. You can't coach that. That's not coaching.
No, I buy that. I give you that much. I give you that. They need more reps then. Obviously, they need more reps. But
dude, Anthony, no reps, dude. He been playing football since he's been 8, 9 years old. How many fucking reps do you need? He started 3 years in high school. How many more reps you need? He played 11 games at LSU. How many reps you need? He freaking came here and sat out here. I'm sorry, Mama. I'm sorry. But I can't calm down right now. He played 11 games for LSU. He came here, had an off year with reps.
He too busy worried about what he gonna say next, huh? You know who made a living off of getting burnt and just talking? Fred Smoot.
Good one.
Fred Smoot, man. Everybody's like, the only reason he got drafted because all he did was talk, man. He was 50-50.
but Fred Smoot had a pretty good professional career, I know. He played
decent. No, it was decent. It was decent. It wasn't where he got drafted at, though. I think he got drafted early. They was comparing him to Deion, man.
I think it's better than what you think.
I'm gonna have to look it up, but
how many interceptions do you think Fred got?
How many years he played? He ain't played what, 5 or 6?
Played 9.
Did he?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He had a pretty good career.
If he played 9, to say a pretty good career, he better have had 10 or 12.
21.
Oh, I was gonna say 20, but I thought that might have been a little much, 2 a year.
In his rookie year, he had his first 3 years, he had 5, 4, and 4. That's in the league.
Who was that with the Redskins?
Yeah.
Well, but we gonna I'm gonna get these questions out of the way. We ain't gonna, like I said, gonna do too much, and then we're gonna get on up out of it. We're gonna check this game out. So Corey asked me this other thing. Corey asked me what I remember about 1998 and 99. I'll tell you about 1997, 98, and 99.
Okay.
1997, Joe Lee Dunn, man. We on the last play, with last drive, and I think he said we lost both games by 2 points. No, we won one by 2. Yeah, because it was cold as heck. Well, 97, last play of the game, and I'm talking about, man, it was terrible, man. I'm staying in because they hot, man. It's 3rd and it's 4th. No, it's 4th and 5 or something. It ain't very bad. It's 4th and something. We got to keep the drive alive for the last second drive. Man, here they come, man. Dude come right down the A gap, man. I sit in there, man. I give him everything because I know we gotta keep this drive alive, man. I throw it up in there. I give him everything. Bust him up. Next, man, I see Tim getting off the ground. Like what, man? They brought, I don't know what it was, but they beat us 2 years in a row off the same. But they brought a dude right off the edge, and they knew what I had. They knew what I had to do. So the next year, I take the dude off the edge. Well, not the next year, but 2 years later, I take the dude off the edge. Dude in the middle hit Dusty Bonner right in the mouth. And I was like, man, I'd already been here before. And it was a drive. And he fumbled the ball and we lost. So that was the 2 things I remember about when we played them at Mississippi State the 2 times. But when we played them at home in 98, it was cold as hell. And they had some defensive lineman who wore number 2 and was standing up. And And they kept talking about you blocking, man. I tried to block that dude. He mushed me and everything else. And it was chilly. You know them cold games where it's just real cold, everything hurts. And they was hitting hard. You know, they always under Jolie Dunn hit hard. But that's the only thing I remember. That big old number 2, which I knew was a damn defensive end. And they said we're gonna treat him. They said we're gonna treat him as a backer. I was like, Lord. Man, you treat him like a backer. I'm treating him like a DN.
You better cut him.
Mama call him Clay. I'm gonna call him Clay. But yeah, man. So we made up for the time we missed, man. Again, we apologize for keeping y'all late. I know y'all want to watch the game, but man, if my man Van ain't got nothing else, man, we're gonna try to do this again on Thursday.
Yeah, man. I
need to calm down a little bit, man.
I think that's it, baby, because I'm about to because that's one thing I hate as a corner. You're gonna get beat. As a coach he's hired to get fired, you're out there to get beat. You're gonna get scored on. I have no problem with getting Debo because come on, man. It just happens. My problem is when you don't execute the fundamental techniques and obviously the defensive call that's called when everybody. Now, there's something when like 3 or 4 players run a coverage, right, and then the other 3 or 4 players run another coverage. Okay, that's a miscommunication. That's a problem. Someone on the sideline didn't call the right play or got mixed up.
Cornbread.
But when all 10 run the right coverage and one person doesn't run the right coverage, that's on him. That's on him. And that has happened too many times. I've seen Jamin Davis do it in the Auburn game. I've seen Kevin Joseph do it multiple times in the 2 games. That's a problem. It's one thing to have a guy just out-talent you, because that's happened. That happens. It's going to happen. I'm sorry, man. He's on scholarship too. It's going to happen. Right. But when you fundamentally don't do what is called and don't play the proper technique that I know they run a proper technique because Clinkscale's been there a few years and they have this damn problem the last 2 years. So that means dudes are starting to do their own damn thing. And at a corner, you can't fucking do that. Because one thing is you get beat. The second thing is you get exposed. The corner is the obvious position to get exposed. There is no like, oh, well, I didn't see it. You are out and open. When it happens to you, it's obvious. The linebackers, when Jamin Davis doesn't go in the drop he's supposed to go to, no one really knows. What happened on that play? Why the guy wide over the middle of the field? I don't know. Could be the safety. Could be the linebacker. I don't know. When a corner get caught on the back of the end zone, it's obvious who it is.
Yeah.
So you're gonna get exposed. Don't make it fucking obvious other times. I'm done. I'm done before
don't give up on the route. When a guy makes a cut on the slant route and he got you beat, don't give up on it. He can bobble it. It can hit off his shoulder pad.
Anthony,
anything.
I'm gonna say this. Now that's coaching.
Allowing it to happen?
No. This is why I'm gonna say that's coaching. Because that shit happens in practice. That's habit. So when you're in practice and playing one-on-one and a guy beats you and you just stop because it's just one-on-one, right? Ain't nothing gonna happen. He goes to slam. He got a slam.
I ain't never seen that. No, I ain't never seen that. Usually, if you catch it, they be trying to rip that thing out your arm. They be trying to. Soon you catch it, they'll run up on you and try to strip it. I ain't never seen a team where they just
hold on. Like, okay. Because that was a DB coach who, if you didn't do it, your ass was in trouble. We had a guy, you know who I'm talking about. I don't want to put his name out there. We had a young guy my junior year who had that same issue. The best DB I played with, the best corner I played with, he had the same issue. Coach Smith got it out of him. he got it out of him. Trust me. But when he first came here and he got beat on the route, he gave up. We don't do that here. So that, to me, I'm not saying that Clinkscale coaches that way. What I'm saying is he's allowed him to do it in his habit. That's a habit thing. That's a habit thing.
Yeah.
All right, man.
I get you, man. Said we'll talk about a game plan on Thursday, man. Maybe we can get our first win of the season. Maybe because I don't see many more wins down the road, but we'll talk about that on Thursday, my brother.
Yeah. Let's talk about it on Thursday so I can calm down.
All right, man. Well, man, go cool off, man. Appreciate you for hanging out with me for a little bit.
Yeah, man. Always.
All right, peace.